Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, where we celebrate what's good about the Central Valley, the state, anything around where we are here in Fresno. And there's something going on. We want you to know about it. There's something very cool going on up on the, our guest is Mike Tuttle with Friends of the South Fork of the Kings River. And there's something going to go on up there, a cleanup.
Yes, we hold about 5 or 6 cleanups every summer along the South Fork of the Kings River. It's basically about 75 miles due east of Fresno here along Highway 180. Basically, if you go up towards Sequoia, Kings Canyon National Park, Grant Grove area, and you just kind of keep going back there until the road ends, we've adopted the last 20 to 21 miles of roadway.
Okay.
And then, as I said, we do go up there. We've partnered with Caltrans. We've partnered with the National Forest Service, National Park Service, because it does cross jurisdiction lines up there. But we've adopted the last 20 miles of road. And about 5 or 6 times every summer. This year we're doing it the 6th of May, the 3rd of June, the 8th of July.
I'll put the flyer up there.
And you can check out the flyer. Basically, we try to go the weekend after the major holidays. Now, the first one is usually after the road first opens. And then, of course, the weekend after Memorial Day, the weekend after 4th of July. We do one in August so that we've got one basically every month.
Oh, once a month you have something like this?
Yes.
One. Okay.
Yeah, we do.
By the way, is it going to be snowy still? Or?
That depends.
Have you been up there yet?
We can't actually get up there right now. The road will open sometime in the next 2 weeks. The condition of the road right now we're not entirely certain of because, of course, all the rain and whatnot.
I'm going to put this flyer up while we're talking. It's more
informational.
Yeah.
But so we don't know what the status of the road is. We're hoping that the road is not deteriorated to the point that we can't have the first one on the 6th.
Might not be just because there's snow, but there could be actually cave-in a road or
exactly. The water coming down the river actually goes right next to the main roadway in. There's only one road in or out of the canyon, and so the water could have eroded, and it's done that in the past, or there could be landslides or whatnot. We're just not certain right now, but when we do have the events on the dates in question, basically we get together about 9 a.m. in the morning. We meet up, we sign a little list, sign-up sheet basically, so that we know who's there, so that if people don't show back up, we go, hey,
where'd that guy?
Where'd they go? Let's go check on them.
Yeah.
We go over some security protocols. Don't go down the side of the mountain after that one lone piece of gum wrapper or whatever, because sometimes that's not the most stable thing or safe thing to do. But we hand out like safety vests and litter getters for picking up garbage, and you get a plastic bag, obviously, gloves if you want them for picking up litter. And then we say, okay, we've got the last 20 miles of roadway. Where would you like to go? Do you want to work Roads End? Do you want to work the area around Roaring River Falls, in and around the store area here? Do you want to work this trailhead, that trailhead, or just this section of roadway? And we split up. We spread out along the roadway.
Here's some of the trash, by the way, as you're describing.
And, it could be anything from cigarette butts, dirty diapers, bottles, cans, car parts. In fact, on one of the pictures there, you see a hubcap, basically. And that's actually not the biggest thing we've found. There are a couple of points where the road and the side of the canyon get a little close, so people have lost awnings and stuff like that. So we
This sounds suspiciously like a nice hike in nature.
It is.
In a very beautiful area.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And
it's gorgeous.
It's not that far from, if you live in, our viewers live from, Bakersfield down to Sacramento or Bakersfield, but you just go out the 180. Is that
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, no, you literally hop on 180 and you just keep going. You'll get up there and there will be a sign that says turn off to Hume. You don't turn off. You just keep going. You go past what used to be the Kings Canyon Lodge, which regrettably burned down during the rough fire. But, you go past that, you get through some absolutely gorgeous country. You do drive through the rough fire burn scar. But it's hidden. It's not as popular, even though John Muir said that it is easily arrival for The other big place, Yosemite, just up the road here, in the other direction. But Yosemite gets like 4 million people.
Right.
Kings Canyon only gets like 750,000 people every year. That's 3/16 the size. So for every 16 people that you see at Yosemite, we only see 3 of them.
See.
But
Now, and let's talk about, because I'm now getting a clearer picture where it is. By the way, this shows really nicely the dates. May 6th, June 3rd, July 8th, August 5th, September. So about once a month you get a
Yeah.
chance. And like I said, it sounds kind of like a nice walk in nature.
It is.
But here's more, you kind of see on this map where it is. And then is this kind of a zoomed in version of it?
Exactly. The zoomed in version shows pretty much the section of road that we have, which is from an area called Yucca Point. There's a trailhead. My dad jokingly refers to it as if you take Yucca Point Trail, it's 1 mile down and 3 miles back up.
3 miles back up. And I accused you of putting this picture up because when I see this, I said, no, I'm going. Look at that.
Yeah.
How beautiful.
Yeah, this is actually from the Cedar Grove area. It's a vista point called Canyon View, and it's looking up the river. And then
This is the river.
that is the river. That is the old swimming hole, as a lot of the locals refer to it.
It's just, this year's kind of exciting because we don't know what's going to be going on up there. Is there still a lot of snow? Is there going to be tons of water coming down?
The snow levels themselves are actually not. I mean, there has been snow up there before. I've been up there for Mother's Day weekend from in the past when it has snowed, and we got about a foot of snow up there. But at this time of year, the snow levels are high enough that inside the canyon itself, down where everyone camps out, you're not going to have a lot of snow down that far, but you are going to have to worry about this runoff from the snow and all of that. I was looking at the flow levels about a week or so ago, and we had flows over the last month or so when we had all the rains of about 1,000 to 1,200 cubic feet. In May, June, and July, you get somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 cubic feet per second of water running through that river. So it's quite a bit of water going down that, and this is just one part of the Kings
It's
River.
going to be a unique year to go up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Lots of water, lots of temperature, but we like to clean this up. We don't want this place looking like you see in scenes from Idiocracy or in WALL-E, where you just see the piles of garbage and stuff all over everywhere. So we want to keep it looking like those pictures.
I tell you, I understand hubcap comes off or something, or an awning falls off a cabin or something like that.
And
but
you can't necessarily
my pet
stop
peeve
it.
are these cigarette butts.
Oh yeah,
They don't go
definitely.
anywhere, do they? They're just going to be there.
Yeah, they are, and the animals come along. They will eat them, and they'll get stuck in the
Yep.
fish. The ones that the chairman of the board, Bill Templin, who is the main coordinator for this, he talks about he'll actually tell you about that the fish will actually eat the cigarette butts, and it will kill them.
Yeah, it will kill them. I'm sure it will.
You've got people who go down to the river and they will take soap down and in the water,
Oh my gosh.
and they will wash their dishes or they'll shampoo their hair.
Yeah.
Great. But think about it. If you're going to the river, would you want to drink that river?
Nope.
Why would you want the animals to drink it?
Yeah, it's maybe there's some biodegradable soap or something that would work, but people aren't looking for that. You know, they're not.
But we find lots of stuff. Regrettably, we find a lot of dirty diapers.
Sure, yeah.
And a lot of people get lazy about it. They don't want to take it back, another 30 feet to the trash can or 50 feet, whatever it is, up the hill to the trash can or the picnic area. So they'll tuck it behind a log or whatnot, and then somebody else finds it.
Yeah, somebody else is going to have to deal with it. Anyway,
Exactly.
I don't want to leave this sounding like it's all dirty diapers. It's a hike in the woods, a hike in nature.
Oh yeah. It's absolutely
And,
gorgeous. There
And
are,
I'm not good at bending over, so I like that little litter picker up, or what did you call
yeah,
it?
it's called a litter getter.
Litter getter.
And we have a number of them that we do offer. The group itself, as I said, shows up on like Thursday. The event is on Saturday. The event runs for about 3 hours from 9 a.m. until noon. We meet at 9 a.m. when we do meet up. We do take a before picture again, just for security purposes. Here's all the people that were here, and at noon, we've got all the people and they're all tuckered out and whatnot because of the hike in the woods.
Yeah.
But we measure how much we brought in. Since 2012, because this is our 20th anniversary year that we've been doing it. We started actually doing these litter cleanups in 2003, so 2023 is our 20th anniversary. But this year, over the last decade, and I looked at the numbers before I came in, over the last decade, we have picked up 2,899 pounds
My gosh.
of garbage
Yeah.
that people have left behind. Now, most of that is straight up trash, but we've got glass bottles, we've got aluminum cans, we've got clothes. So, it's a lot of stuff. There was about 200 pounds of aluminum cans that people have left behind. We obviously turned that in for buying more litter getters.
By the way, way past. I could talk to you for hours. I want to say thank you for doing this. Thanks for bringing this to us. And it sounds like I might just go up there because, I'm not that good at climbing up and down hills or bending over, but a day in the nature and fresh
Exactly.
air. And give a little impact or remove some of the impact.
Exactly. I grew up going camping up there every single year. I'm going to be turning 50 here in about a week or so. And I have been camping up in Cedar Grove, Kings Canyon, along the South Fork of Kings River since I was pretty much born. I was raised up there, and I thought this was a good way to give back, as most of the people in the group are.
Will you go to all the cleanup dates?
I unfortunately have to work on a lot of them, but
By the way, here's the dates. And when we end this interview, I'm going to leave this on the screen for a while so people could write down and stuff like that. But thank you for coming. Last thoughts? Anything else we should tell the viewers?
I might be back next month after the first event here, if we do have it, assuming the road is open, and give you some totals about how much we've gotten. Or
By the way, the website tells it at SF.
sfkingsriver.org. That is the main website.
Could they go to that to find out? Maybe it might be canceled.
Yes,
Something to
exactly.
that.
If the road is not open or anything like that, we will announce it on sfkingsriver.org. Through that site, you can also get to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com FOSFK, which is Friends of South Fork Kings.
If you're trying to write this down rapidly, it'll be on the slide I put up on the screen in a minute. So
Yeah. Which I wanted to make sure that we had that information out there. But, as I said, we get up there early and we stay late. We encourage people to do this, even if you can't do it for the event. If you come up for the weekend and you don't want to hang out with us, that's fine. But swing by. You can actually borrow these on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday when we're up there, and go clean up your own little area. You want to clean up your campsite. You want to clean up the campground itself. We do not recommend going into somebody else's campground to clean up their site unless, they're friends of yours and you've got their permission. But,
there it is. The dates, I'll put the dates on the screen, the time, location, most of all the web address or Facebook. You can go and get more information. Mike Tuttle, thank you for coming.
Not a problem.
This is one of the biggest interviews we've had. I mean it. It's real serious stuff. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.